From the PEP Radio Newsroom, we have this story from the Netherlands. Ever since a U.S. military cemetery in the southern Netherlands removed 2 displays recognizing black troops who helped to liberate Europe from the Nazis, visitors have filled the guest books with objections. Sometime in the spring, the American Battle Monuments Commission, the U.S. government agency responsible for maintaining memorial sites outside of the United States, removed the panels from the Visitors Center at the American Cemetery in Margraten, the final resting place for roughly 8,300 U.S. soldiers set in rolling hills near the border with Belgium and Germany. The move came after U.S. President Donald Trump issued a series of executive orders ending diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. Our country will be woke no longer, Trump said in an address to Congress in March. Well, the removal, carried out without public explanation, has angered Dutch officials, the families of U.S. soldiers, and the local residents who honor the American sacrifice by caring for the graves. U.S. Ambassador to the Netherlands, Joe Popolo, seemed to support the removal of the displays. The signs at Margraten are not intended to promote an agenda that criticizes America, he wrote on social media following a visit to the cemetery after the controversy erupted. Well, Popolo declined a request for comment. One display told the story of a 23-year-old, George H. Pruitt, a black soldier buried at the cemetery who died attempting to rescue a comrade from drowning in 1945. The other described the policy of racial segregation in place during World War II. Some 1 million black soldiers enlisted in the U.S. military during the war, serving in separate units, mostly doing menial tasks, but also fighting in some combat missions. An all-black unit dug the thousands of graves in Margraten during the brutal 1944-1945 season of famine in the German-occupied Netherlands known as the Hunger Winter. Cort Linssen, the 79-year-old son of a black American soldier and a Dutch mother, is one of those who opposes the removal of the panels. Linssen grew up some 30 miles away from the cemetery, and although he didn't learn who his father was until later in life, he knew he was the son of a black soldier. When I was born, the nurse thought that something was wrong with me because I was the wrong color, he told the Associated Press. I was the only dark child at the school. That's part 1. We'll have part 2 shortly. From the PEP Radio Newsroom, I'm David Moore.